just looking at how far we've come from the start of the season to now, I mean, I'm just super proud of our group because I think we had such a special 12, and I just can't wait to see what the future holds.
Yeah, obviously a tough one, especially because we've climbed all the way back in and definitely had our opportunities late, and then a few different miscues, and it's back to a 2-possession game, and we couldn't quite get over the hump there. So, like AB said, like it's a good little taste of, you know, what's possible for this organization and for this franchise, and there's a lot for us to, you know, hold our heads high about, you know.
It was all a dream. It was all a dream.
Yo. Welcome to the 317 Sports Project with Penn and Pops. I am Penn.
I'm Sheriff.
He is Sheriff Darky in the building. Welcome, y'all. Episode 57 entitled Do Why Diddy Dumb. No need for an explanation. There really is not much need for an explanation, but I'll just kind of give you a little one. Diddy's dumb. And whatever they say he did he do? Did he do dirt? Did he do horrible things to women? Did he do humiliating acts to people? Did he be a nasty motherfucker? And we'll talk about that more later in the episode. Correct. But Diddy dumb.
Yep.
Diddy dumb. It's Tuesday, September 24th. Thank you for putting that in there. Actually, you did that because I would have messed that all up if I had to read. If I didn't know, wouldn't have changed it. We would have been. Yep. So I appreciate you doing that. September 24th, Tuesday, 2024. So what is that? 9/24/24? Yeah. Okay. Cool. The show drops Friday at 10 a.m. everywhere you podcast. Bro, it's been a nice, cold, rainy, chill.
Yeah.
It was nice today.
Yeah, we're getting back to that nice final fall. This is the football weather that
you know what I'm talking about?
want.
You know?
Like this is what you want. Like
sure.
I'll make chili this weekend.
We actually got stuff to make chili pretty soon too.
That's definitely
a little veggie soup. Like that type of crock potty vibe is definitively in the air. Fall is in the air. Mic checks, my ninja. We leave this blank. We used to put stuff in here. Now we just leave it blank and we talk that shit out. Let's talk that shit out. How you doing, dog?
Good. Yeah, a lot of things happen positive. I think this is the first time in a couple years that I go to the final quarter expecting really great things going into 2025, into the new year. Like October is my transition month. Like almost any time that I've changed jobs or anything like that, it's always in October. That's still a possibility, but I'm changing to actually go do my purpose. So that's those are great things happening. A lot of good stuff in the works. I'm doing a lot of great things. I was in a video at work that's company wide where they can just see my face.
It's a cute face.
All kinds of stuff. Diddy. I got this outfit, which makes me very happy.
Shouts to Darius Rucker.
Darius Rucker came out with an NFL line with Fanatics. So I'm a flannel guy, just so anybody knows. I saw this hat. I was like, it's a Colts hat. Why not go full Sheriff on him?
He went full-fledged Papa Sheriff on them hoes.
Papa Sheriff.
Sure. He really
Papa
committed.
Sheriff. Absolutely.
Sure. Phenomenal.
Yeah. No, everything's good.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm dope. I can't even fake the funk.
Can't fake the funk.
I am officially a certified personal trainer as of Friday. I passed that damn test. Check it off the list. 6 months of studying my ass off. We got that done. Shouts to the National Academy of Sports Medicine. So we knocked that out. And speaking of apparel, who would I be to not give a shout out to my dogs over there at Born and Raised, one of my homies forever, Sponto, who just passed away last year. They dropped a line of NFL apparel, and you know, for me to not go cop the Born and Raised Colts hat would just be absolutely ridiculous if I didn't. Shouts to you, shouts to Sponto. Sponto lives forever. We love you so much. Born and Raised. Show me some Mary. What's cracking, dog?
We got a couple things. We're going to talk WNBA. Awards got announced. We'll talk playoffs, of course. College football. Got updates, upcoming bets that we'll talk about. Week 3 check-in for NFL, PGA Championship. Oh, Rory. Athletes in action, diddler, dildos, and baby oil. Oh, my.
Oh, my. The good, bad, and the ugly. Quick hitters. The good. The Colorado Buffaloes football squad, bro. I mean, I'm not saying that they're, like, great quite yet.
No.
But they are 3-1.
No, Shedeur Sanders is real.
They are 3-1. We got to give it to them. The offensive line looks a little bit better. Not phenomenal, but a little bit better. They came out and got blown the hell out by Nebraska. Gave up 5 sacks, which looked horrible. But they've been working on it. They're 2-0 since that loss. Lucky? Could be luck.
Yeah.
But they still got the W's. And could have lost on Saturday versus Baylor. Probably should have lost. If Shedeur Sanders is upright, though, those sons of bitches are in those. They have a shot.
If he gets an offensive line that'll protect him,
They could win 10 football games.
hands down.
For sure.
Yeah, and had a defense that could stop other people.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
is that Deion's fault? Or is that location?
That's I'll say this. The only fault that I'll give him is not setting people's expectation to the right. Because honestly, if he just kept his mouth shut and like, we ready, we coming and all that kind of stuff, which is great. I love that. But you're also rebuilding a very poor program that takes a while to get talent and get people to want to come.
You're not wrong.
Like, so
what is he? Okay, so
like
in order to get them to come, does he not have to be gassing it up?
But
some?
then what that does though too is like all of the publicity we're expecting wins. So then it's like, does that counterproductive?
I mean, I don't know, bro. It's almost like you know that you need him to be him in order to even get anyone to even come on the campus to visit.
True, yeah.
That's like no one's coming there if he's not. Woo, we coming. You know,
right.
Like he's got to do that. But you know, you got to.
I think it brings both sides depending on what the recruit wants, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to win now? Do you want to grow and possibly change some shit? They're just gonna
growing and changing shit though is for the people who are the 3 stars, not the 5 stars. You're trying to go to the info.
Exactly.
For sure.
So like that's why it's like, will we get some huge big guys that get signed there? Maybe not a lot, but can you develop? And that just matters to the staff.
For sure. They have UFC, Kansas State, and Arizona coming up. It's going to tell us all. It's going to tell us a lot. 3-1 is all right though. A lot of work to be done, and we'll see what's going on.
I thought they were 1-2. I didn't even look at that until you said it. I was like, let me fact check that. Let me pull that up. And I was like, oh shit, they are 3-1.
3-1. Yeah, you damn right. The bad, and it's about to get dark for a second, but just ride with me because the bad is the bad. I titled this Hollywood Heroes. And that is because so many of the Hollywood heavy hitters that we know and loved at one time are very, very, very bad people, man. I'm just going to go through a list of about 10 people who I just thought of off the top of my head. And feel free to add any to this list that you may think of. You ready? R. Kelly's gross. Bill Cosby's a rapist. Hugh Hef was a super weirdo. Danny Masterson is absolutely disgusting. Barfy Weinstein and the scary Epstein guy are nasty. Hernandez, the dude from Nickelodeon. OJ was a murderer and a thief. Mystical's a convicted sexual predator. Michael Jackson had whispers. I don't believe them all. Justin Bieber starting to actually come out and talk about some of the stuff that he experienced. He's not like giving all of the details, but he's starting to come out and talk about some of the stuff that as a teenager he was going through. He's very, very protective of Billie Eilish. And now we got Diddy. And I don't know what the fuck is going on, but we need to stop glorifying Hollywood and stop glorifying the people of Hollywood that are the Hollywood heavy hitters and putting them on this damn pedestal. They do not deserve it.
Well, the other side of it too is that people glorify them and forget that they're humans that have fetishes just like any other human.
Okay.
But then you add in billions and millions of dollars where they can make these fetishes at a whole different level.
And
enablers. Like, yeah. Like, you name the fetish, you can make it happen with billions of dollars.
No doubt about it.
So, and the person that will go, I mean, I'll try it. $1 billion? Like, I'll try. Like, what you got? Like, what you got on you right now? Like, yeah, of course there's going to be people. So, yeah, they're sickos because they got the time and the money.
Facts. That doesn't make it right.
Doesn't make it right.
That doesn't make it right.
No, but that's more so like for us.
I'm a sicko.
That's for us that are like thinking like these people are just the greatest. I'm saying that more for us. Like, y'all got to stop, like you said, like putting these people on a pedestal because at the end of the day, they have secrets and darkness like every single one of us. They just can access their darkness with the money that they have.
More money makes you more of what you are.
Correct.
That's just more money and more ability and more, it makes you more of what you are. The ugly. The Dallas Cowboys. Speaking of gross, I will say this until I'm blue in the face. And I'm sure that you will say this until you're darker than the biracial blue in the face.
Yeah.
I don't know if blue in the face works for you.
Yeah, it's kind of like I don't really sunburn. you know.
I don't really know what to do with that. As long as Jerry Jones, who I firmly believe should probably be on the aforementioned list as well, is alive, they will never win another Super Bowl. They're like 25th or 26th in the NFL as opposed to rushing wise, 3.6 yards per carry. Should have went after Derrick Henry. Mm-hmm. Didn't, and then that food is busted for
and
what?
He like wanted to go.
I'm in Dallas. I'm down the street. I'm
waiting for them to call me. I'm surprised they haven't.
They couldn't pay him. They couldn't afford him. So he busted for 150 yards against them the other day. Ezekiel ain't been right since he was pulling young ladies' boobs out and exposing their breasts on video. Put his ass on the list up there as well. And there were rumors about him at Ohio State. I'm not just saying that because of that one thing. That they were talking about Ezekiel at Ohio State being a weirdo then too. And the bottom of the barrel on defense, especially on the run, they're giving up 185.7 yards per game, which is literally last in the NFL. And you know who's after that? Who above them? Our Indianapolis Colts, giving up $179 per game. Paid CeeDee Lamb finally. Paid Dak Prescott finally. Probably too late. Mediocre coaching. Mike McCarthy, Mike Zimmer, Brian Schottenheimer. Click on this list right here, on this link right here for me, bro.
The teams?
The NFL link, that one right there, NFL.com. Click on that link. I think it's the conferences. Look on that side and tell me yes or no if you can definitively say the Dallas Cowboys are better than them. How many teams?
1, 2.
It was tough for me as well.
3,
definitively better than
4.
So they're the 8th or 9th best team. You know what I'm saying? Definitively, dog.
Because I kind of think series. In a game, Dallas has enough.
They can beat
talent
anybody,
to beat anybody, right? You can do that in the
right.
NFL. But when I'm like, hey, if I did a 5-game series,
that's fair.
Who would come out ahead? I'm like, the Panthers don't buy into what just happened with Andy Dalton.
3-0 sweep.
Correct. Bears right now, they're probably going
3-1. 3-1. Okay, yeah. Lions, Green Bay, Rams, Vikings,
I'm not
Saints.
even looking at the Giants. You're better than the Giants.
Okay.
They're horribly run.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of go Washington Commanders. Again, just because they're so young, they're rebuild. You'll win that series. Seattle, you'll more than likely win that series, but it's close.
They're 3-0. They're 3-0 right now as well. They're
so
undefeated.
I'm definitively.
There are 7 teams that you can say are probably better than them right now. Dead ass. Wow.
Definitively. I'll go maybe. There's 4 or 5 teams that I can kind of okay. Yeah, you could beat them in a long series, but
And then I go look at their upcoming schedule, and I think they might mess around and lose 7 football games this year. They're just not a good football team.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not good.
Oh well, what are you gonna do?
It's fine by me.
I love the fact that the Cowboys are a horrible football team. Is it coaching? Is it Jerry? Is it organizational? Or is it really we have enough talent on the team, they're just not coaching them up? Because on paper,
I don't think Mike McCarthy's a great coach.
Fair.
First and foremost. But what he does is listen to Jerry. That's why he's there.
Say less.
So literally when Jerry goes, things will change.
Yeah.
Because he's too egotistical when it comes to his team. That's really it.
Shout outs. You got any shout outs? I didn't write any shout outs down.
Hey y'all. Shout it out.
Shout it out. Let us know if you got any shout outs.
I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody.
All y'all included.
Hey, anybody that needs help.
If you're within a shouting distance, holla.
No.
Okay.
I'll shout out to Slab. What's his Slab Addict? Slab. What's his Twitter?
D?
No, not D. I commented on it. He lost his niece to suicide last night.
Oh, we got a comment on that.
I'm so sorry. I don't remember your.
It's okay.
Slab Addict.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Colts fan. Got you.
Yep. Saw that niece passed away due to suicide, 19 years old. So just shout out to you and your family. Much love. If you need anything, and I wrote that in there, if you need anything, please hit me up. I deal with the mental health stuff and the depression and all that kind of stuff. My brain scares the hell out of me sometimes. So if you need anything, we're here for you. Much love to you. Yeah. shout out.
Facts.
Done.
We're going to take a quick break and come back with Around the World. See you in a second.
It was all a dream. 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 We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project. We are presented by one of our sponsors, Pinnacle Professional Coaching. Are you feeling stuck? Are you at a fork in the road and you just cannot get a direction going? Reach out to Pinnacle Pro Coaching. We specialize in transition, mindfulness, and self-love. Schedule a 45-minute consultation and start to unlock your full potential.
Fire. We're kicking off our next segment, Around the World, which I just got to give it to my brother. He has been crushing this segment. So we're finally getting to a point that we understand who's going to do what within the show. So I know that he's going to do Around the World 9 times out of 10. I'll go in there and like ad-lib some stuff after I read through it. Like, oh, we should probably hear this, boom, boom, boom. I go knock out Naptown news and fine print and the good, bad, and the ugly. He goes in there and adds some stuff in there, boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, a fucking show is fire as shit every time. Around the World, kick it off from the corner, my dog.
Awards, WNBA. Big time. Playoffs. Got to talk about awards. Just ended the regular season. It was a great regular season, right?
It was a great regular
So,
season.
of course, MVP got announced. Asia Wilson. I don't know if anyone was surprised. But
Unanimous.
yeah, Asia Wilson.
If you thought you had a different vote, you an asshole.
Yeah. Record-tying third MVP award for Wilson, received all 67 first-place votes. Seventh WNBA season, she averaged 26.9 points, 11.9 rebounds, 2.58 blocks, and 1.8 steals. Ranked first in both points and blocks, second in rebounds, fifth in steals, and fourth in minutes, setting a career high in all 5 per game categories.
Did you say this is her third MVP in 3 seasons, in 7 seasons?
Correct.
She's basically wins the MVP half the time?
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
let's just go ahead and, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Also finished 7th in the league in field goal percentage with 51.8 and 17th in free throw percentage at 84.4. When you have somebody that can also then hit 84% of your free throws, playing underneath the basket, that's nice.
Her touch is nice, cuz.
Real nice.
Her 15, 17, her mid-range game is crazy.
You want to talk about Caitlin?
Oh, we're about to go crazy about Caitlin. I need you to say that first part, though.
Rookie of the year?
Is that all it is? Rookie of the year. Oh, we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark's list of honors this year as a rookie player. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark. Most points by a point guard in the season, WNBA history. Most double-doubles by a rookie. Most points by a rookie. Most assists by a rookie. First WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. First triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history and first triple-double by a Fever player. First player in WNBA history to be named Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. First player in WNBA history with 20 and 15 and 5 rebounds in a game. 4-time WNBA Rookie of the Month. 3-time Eastern Conference Player of the Year. WNBA rookie single season record in scoring and assists and 3-pointers. Turnover record as well, but you probably would have saw that coming. Single game, 19 assists. Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy. Fastest player to reach 100 3-pointers in 34 games. I can go on and on and on. This bitch is bad.
Bad.
The baddest.
To the bone.
I mean, there's really nothing needs to be said. All of the talk about is she ready? Was she ready? This bitch is bad.
I need Cheryl Swoops to shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Just say, I don't like her,
That's
so I'm
it.
going to talk bad about her.
I'm low-key racist.
And I'd almost respect you for that.
I just don't
But
like
just
white
to be
girls.
like, but she's not very good. And then you say that, we compare him to your stats when you were where you were.
You weren't very good.
You weren't very good. She's got better stats in most categories than you did at that point in your career. Like, come on.
She's not lying. She's not lying.
Like,
She's
bad.
not lying.
Like, shut up.
This bitch can flat out hoop.
And we'll just get better.
All the scrutiny, all the players that were waiting for her and roughing her up over the season, and she took it, shut the fuck up, started 1-8, and just battled and battled and battled. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Fever fan. Believe you me, if Caitlin Clark played for the LA Sparks, I'd be saying that bitch is bad.
But LA Sparks wish they played for her.
That's why I said that. That was the scene I did. The scene after getting their coach fired.
Because he gone. hey. Sorry, coach.
You know who's not gone? Christy Hines.
Correct.
So yeah, man. Big ups to Kaylin Clark. You're a bad bitch, bro. Moving on. My bad.
Coach of the year, Joe Reif. Helped Minnesota finish second in the regular season with a team that was picked 9th in the preseason.
Facts. Great
the
coaching
Lynx
job.
won the Commissioner's Cup and finished the regular season with 13 wins in their final 15 games. Great job, Coach.
Way to go.
Skylar Diggins-Smith got Comeback Player of the Year. Congratulations.
This makes me happy. I fuck with Sky Diggins.
Yep, we love this for her. Much deserved award. Skylar straight hooper, as he said. 16.5 points, 5.2 assists, career average. Seattle Storm guard missed last season after giving birth to her second child. Diggins-Smith averaged 15.1 points, 6.4 assists this season.
She's just consistent, man. She's just consistent.
You want me to keep going? You want
Yeah, you got it, bro. You're killing it.
Most improved player, Derica Hamby. Right?
Derica? I mean, I just feel like
Derica.
Black girls.
Derica?
Derica?
Because it's D-E-A-R. Derica?
Derica.
I don't know. I got that Derica, bro. My stomach bubbling. I got that Derica. What'd you eat? I don't know. I got that.
I had that Derica Hamby.
I got that Derica
Shit ain't been the same
I'll
since.
tell you what. Woo. Los Angeles Sparks forward made a huge jump this season, averaging 17.3 points, 8.4 more than last season. She's also improved her rebounding by more than 3 a game. Hamby edged Connecticut's Dijonay. Damn it, people.
Y'all people.
Carrington by 1 point. Dijonay?
Yeah, Dijonay.
Jeez, man.
They be doing the most.
Like, give me a phonetic spelling at some point.
For sure. They be doing a lot.
Defensive Player of the Year, Nafisa Collier. Napisa. PH is usually, right? Napisa. Collier. Napisa. All right. Collier. The Lynx star had an incredible season on both ends of the court, but she was an anchor, especially for Minnesota Stellar's defense. The team had the best defense in the WNBA this season. Collier.
The WNBA.
The double NBAs this season. Collier's play was the main reason why Wilson finished second, 3 votes behind Collier.
Oh my God, I love this shit so much. We are so stupid, y'all.
Look.
Playoffs. Here we go. Moving on to the playoffs. What are we talking about?
First round.
I'll put this in here.
Yeah, you got that. Yeah, good. Do it, man.
I can't even see. I'm laughing so hard, bro.
Yeah.
I'm laughing so hard through my glasses. Liberty, Atlanta. They're actually playing as we speak. Liberty's up 1-0. Probably should close that out. Vegas versus Storm. I can't see the Storm coming back in that series. They're down 1-0. The Lynx are up on Phoenix. Is Diana Taurasi going to be done after this season? Should she?
Probably.
Should she?
Yeah.
Is this it?
I think so.
Did they give her season though? Did she get her farewell?
No, because she didn't fully announce this is my last season.
There's no way.
Do you think she's coming back one
her
more?
egotistical ass is not.
She's
going
got that.
There's no way in the world that egotistical girl is not doing that. And that's not disrespect. You can't be a star without having that. You can't be Diana without having that ego.
Correct.
So bitch, please, you getting your farewell tour.
Yeah.
And the Connecticut Sun and the Fever, they play tomorrow night, 7 p.m. on ESPN. Tune in. We'll see what happens. We'll talk about it. Exactly. See what you did there.
Yeah.
Wing batter from the wing batter.
College football, top 25 marquee matchups and upsets. We're going to talk about first Friday night this past week. Started out with a great game.
Big ups to you on Illinois. Big ups to you on Illinois, young man. Y'all niggas, if you don't give him his credit, he said it at the beginning of the season.
Illinois,
big ups to you on Illinois.
We had 24 Illinois at the time, 22 Nebraska. Big Ten fight on Friday night. See what I did there? Illinois wins their biggest test in overtime, heading into Nebraska and fighting to the end. QB Luke Altmaier, 21 for 27, 214 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's a great game manager with Illinois, but has some big play potential. Never got shaken and just played within himself, played his game. Dylan Raiola.
I'm really happy to see this kid lose.
It needed the ego to bring down a little bit, right?
I can't take this fucking 24
for 35, 290. He had 297, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, but that 1 turnover was really the difference in the game. Who's next? Illinois. We got 3 out of the 4 games they play ranked opponents. We got Penn State coming up, Michigan, and Oregon.
Not Oregon.
This
nigga typed Oregon.
Like organs, like hearts.
I'm like, I had to be like, word, bro, not Oregon.
Yeah, organs. Yeah. Michigan at home will be a great chance for them, but to put up another ranked win on their resume, but have a chance with Penn State as well.
Yeah.
Betting people, I'm going to tell you right now, have Illinois cover the spread. At least last time I checked, it was 17 and a half.
Bet that right now.
Illinois will cover the spread.
Illinois is probably going to beat them. Bet that right now.
17 and a half.
You got a house?
That's
Put
probably,
it on it.
I'll look. But
3
that's
touchdowns?
probably changed by now. But I would hope that's changed because I'm like, I'm sorry, they're not that much better this year than Illinois. Like, they're better than Illinois.
I mean, that's more than 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Correct.
That's more than that.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
they're not beating them by 3 touchdowns.
Correct.
Hell out of here with that
So,
shit.
yes, Nebraska has a winnable season if they play within themselves as well. With only 2 teams left on their schedule that are ranked, you got OSU and USC. I think Nebraska can probably win 9 games. They need to be,
9
but they
games.
need to be ready. And I'm going to say this right now: they need to be ready to play IU while IU's at home, and that's going to be a big game for them. IU is a really, really tough team. We'll talk about them too.
Keep it moving, dog.
We got LSU number 11.
No, we don't.
LSU.
Yeah, we do.
USC
Yeah, we
number
do.
11 at 18. Michigan. 290 yards rushing and a late game TD helps Michigan take the needed upset against USC.
How'd you feel about that? How were you? Were you on pins and needles? Like, how were you feeling? We talked at halftime it was 14-3. You weren't tripping.
I'll say,
like,
no,
how'd you
I'll
feel?
say this is I went in expecting what I saw on the field the first few games was that was going to probably be another loss.
Yeah.
But it's at the big house. What'd they do? They ran the ball. That's what Michigan does. Defense played amazing.
Did they coach them up? Did they coach them up? Could you tell? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, there's still the struggles with
Did
Orgy.
they pass for like 50-something yards or something crazy?
Orgy,
Right?
it was his very first start. So he threw 72 yards on like 7 for 14 passing, something like that.
Hey, bro.
But he also had 43 yards rushing. But then, between Edwards, which I'll talk, Khalil Mullins had 17 carries, 159 yards, averaged 9.4 yards a carry. He's our starter, period, at this point. Edwards, yes, is out there the start of the game, but
He's not the starter.
No, he's not the
Okay.
starter.
All right.
Donovan Edwards, he still had 14 carries for 74 yards, averaging 5.3 yards a carry.
Jesus.
Mullins has become the everyday back, but at least 2 games I've seen Edwards has done more of the running between the tackles instead of trying to bounce it outside like he did the first couple games. That's big. He's a big play guy. That's
a big hitter.
Right. Like
He's a
that's
big
what it
hitter.
is. But I love seeing him actually like, hey, I'm going to actually just try to see if I can get in the middle. Let me get 4 yards here to
If
just
you're
help
gonna play
them
at the
move.
next level, you're gonna have to be able to do that, dog.
Correct.
For sure.
Alex Orgy, QB, he went 7 for 12, 32 yards, and 43 rushing yards.
Attaboy,
Passing game
Alex.
looks bad as it's a combination of a few things. Lack of experience and accuracy, need to call better plays for his skill set. Whenever I see these scrambling QBs, and they do it in the NFL as well, and these guys are like, he's a bust. Are you forcing him to accommodate to your playbook, or are you switching up the plays because you're going to go with what his skill set is? They're finally trying to do that when they need to get him rolling out of the pocket. They need to get tight end help. Loveland was injured, which is why it was harder to get to tight ends. What happens with scrambling QBs, especially young QBs? Take Lamar Jackson. You go middle of the field and you go tight end heavy. That's what you do.
He's preaching.
Miller Moss, QB for USC, had a great game. Miller had a very slow first quarter, but started to heat up, ending with 18 for 51. Too many. That's not accurate. 283 yards,
He
3
didn't throw the ball
touchdowns.
51 times.
Yeah, he did.
18 for 51.
Pretty sure that's what it was.
No, I believe you. I'm just saying that is way too many passes.
Way too many passes.
That's way
Yeah.
too many passes.
3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and again, that was because of his bad. Defense had him on their heels a quarter and a half, the first part of the game. Zachariah Branch, big reason why I put him in here is because that's my name. Don't see it very often.
He even
but
spelled it right.
yeah, he spells it the right way.
No shit.
This dude stud, 6 receptions for 98 yards, but came in clutch with long down situations. Really, really good.
That's what's up.
13 Kansas State at BYU. Kansas State goes to BYU and gets the doors blown off.
They got blown the fuck
Losing to an unranked BYU 38-9.
out. It wasn't really that. It was ugly.
Yeah, with
It was
4
like-
4 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 2 lost fumbles. They got behind quickly. Avery Johnson, their QB, couldn't really get the offense going, throwing 2 picks on 138 yards. Jake Retzlaff.
Yep.
QB for BYU. Great job managing the game. 15 for 21, 149 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Great stats.
That's great stats.
That's great stats.
That's exactly
if
what you
played.
want.
If you were 17 for 21, you pretty much be a perfect quarterback
Correct.
for me. Like,
Correct.
straight up. I can't even into that.
2 other shout outs I want to give for just the final of the week 4. Was that week 4? Week 3? Whatever it was. Indiana, IU football. Culture matters. How do you say his name? Signetti? Kurt Signetti?
Yeah.
Is that how we're saying
That's
that?
exactly how that says.
Has come in and created an urgency in every game. Players love him and fans love the culture he is creating. IU is 4-0. And no, they have not played big teams yet, but
So
we are
what?
winning in such a big way. They put up 77 points against Western Illinois, and the reason I like that is that you don't stop playing until the whistle blows. They're not playing down to their talent.
That's fair.
That is how you change the culture.
No, you're not
Every
wrong.
game matters. They're ready to play.
Run through the whistle.
Period.
You're
We're
right.
done.
You're right. I don't give a fuck who's on the front of that jersey.
Right.
We can just go beat their ass too.
It doesn't
You're
matter.
right. You're right.
Former Ohio Bobcat QB senior Curtis Rourke has started the season very well with 1,013 yards, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, while being 4th in QBR at 92.4.
Damn.
Good
dog.
job, coach.
He's out here saying we. You hear what he said? And he's out here saying we about the Indiana Hoosiers football team. You put we in here.
Hey.
I feel you, Rep.
Hey.
I feel you.
Arch Manning,
give him a shout.
had his first start, 15 for 29, 258 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs. Had some really great highlights when he calmed down, but he was excited. Looked like he was worth the hype. Texas will be in great hands when Ewers moves on at the end of the season. Texas are 4-0 and look ready to play even if Ewers has lingering issues.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Yeah.
He's a dog. Arch is going to be a dog. And I think he chose the right school.
He did.
He chose the right
He chose the right school.
Chose the right school.
I know he was hoping that Ewers would have gone last year and he would have been ready to go, but hey, you'll be good.
He'll get his 2 or 3 years
You'll
of
get it.
stardom.
Yeah,
He's like,
exactly.
Arch. What a name. Arch. Top of the key.
NFL.
I hate fantasy football this year.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna talk about it in a second, but it's just anyway. Go ahead.
bad.
It's like you just have injuries at the top of this motherfucker. So like,
Yeah.
I know
Everybody's injured.
It's bad out
Like,
here, bro.
I have a link in here, and I might even put the link in the description of the show.
So y'all can like click
Just
on
look
it,
at
participate.
Because honestly, like it's
Name them.
ridiculous.
They're hurt.
Like I just saw Joe Alt, first round pick for the Chargers, left tackle. He got put on IR. DeForest Buckner's on IR. Najee.
What happened to him? Was it ankle? What was his thing? What they put him on? there
DeForest
for?
Buckner?
Was it
Buckner?
ankle? High
Yeah.
ankle?
Yeah. You've got Najee Harris was in a sling. They say he might be ready to go for the Steelers-Colts game, but we'll see. Their linebacker just got placed on IR. There's receivers.
Kittle's on IR.
Kittle's on
Cooper
IR.
Kupp is on IR.
And their other receiver on the other side, Puka Nakua.
He's on IR?
He's on IR.
San Francisco, everybody's on IR.
Everybody's on IR. Like, it is ridiculous when you look at every team has a minimum of like 10 players.
And we're 4 weeks in.
Look at the Panthers.
3-4 weeks in.
It's just
It's like
nuts.
It's like they got hit by the coronavirus of injuries. It's like everywhere. Like you got an injury. You got an injury. Y'all should see this list. It is horrible.
Yeah. Obviously, Colts, who we got? Juju Brents,
Yep.
injury reserve, DeForest Buckner,
out.
Abukum,
Out.
done. He's done year, right?
Out. Josh Downs just got back.
Woods is out for
Out
the year.
for the year.
It's endless.
It's really bad.
It is.
I don't know that it's ever been this bad.
To begin the season, no.
Cats don't play in the preseason.
My first 3 draft picks are on IR. That's it. First 3 draft picks.
Say less.
Yep. Pacheco, running back for Kansas City Chiefs,
done.
IR.
For sure.
Christian McCaffrey, IR. Whatever receiver I got, IR. All of them.
Who's losing out here every week in fantasy football? IR.
IR. We need a shirt that says who's losing in fantasy football. IR.
That shit is so fire.
That is amazing.
That's fire.
Yep.
That's what's up. You want to talk about fantasy
We'll
pickups?
talk about some fantasy
That
pickups.
shit is fire. Who's
That
losing
was
in fantasy football?
fire. We'll talk a few position stuff on that one. Aaron Rodgers, if you're looking for a QB, he's only rostered by 4% of all teams right now. Sam Darnold rostered 14% of teams right now.
They're scared.
Justin Fields 10%. Andy Dalton 0.3%. Don't do that.
What's
one
up
yet.
with Derek Carr? They picking him up yet? They picking up Derek Carr?
No, he's pretty high.
Okay.
As far as that one.
Okay.
Chuba Hubbard, Carolina Panthers running back, only 48% rostered. Carson Steele, Kansas City Chief, 41%. Braylon Allen, Rico, whatever his name was. Wide receivers, Alan Lazard for the Jets, 27%. I have him on my team. You should probably pick him up because Aaron goes to him multiple times.
He trusts him, for sure.
At least throw him, if you're doing FanDuel, throw him in touchdown anytime. I think he's going to get quite a few touchdowns this year. What was it? Juwan Jennings, San Francisco, just had his big game. Had his Randy Moss game, 3 touchdowns, 100.
Randy Moss game.
That's what they said. He is rostered by 12% of all fantasy teams right now.
Because everybody's hurt. I'm just saying, you pick these people up because ain't nobody else available. So the people that you want to be playing, they're not playing. I forgot to switch shit out. I had 3 players out on Sunday because I just
Minnesota Vikings defense, definitely pick them up if you need a defense. They're really, really good. Tennessee Titans defense has been pretty good. They're only rostered by 1%.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's probably the one you should do.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah,
don't do those guys. Don't do that.
But yeah.
All right. Surprises. Recap. Go ahead.
Minnesota Vikings, 3-0.
Fuck.
Destroyed Texans 34-7. They made C.J. Stroud look panicked, forcing him to have 2 picks and bring in Davis Mills.
They threw in the backup?
They threw in the backup.
No, they did not.
They did.
No, they did not.
Sam Darnold is having a great start to the year with 657 yards, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, while being 5th in QBR at 73.1.
The NFL is fucking weird right now.
I'm very happy with him. This is one of those things that situation. Yeah, sure. Situation matters. Roster matters.
That's
Coach
true.
matters. It just does.
That's true. You're not wrong.
Confidence in your QB matters.
You're not wrong.
Are you saying, you're my guy? We're going to go do this. Go have some fun. Just go play. It's like you're going outside with your friends. Go play.
Justin Fields in Pittsburgh versus Chicago.
Correct.
Just saying.
Broncos defense, and my other surprise, held Baker and the Bucks to 7 points in a 26-7 win. They look like their
I
old
did not see that coming.
championship defense
I did not see that coming.
7 sacks, 5 tackles for losses, 9 QB hits, also recovered a fumble and forced an INT.
Shame on your offensive line, Tampa Bay. Okay, carry on.
Panthers, Andy Dalton came in ready to prove some shit. Threw for 319 yards and on 37 throws with 3 touchdowns. Bryce Young, I'm sure you were really hoping that he wouldn't come in and do nothing.
You were hoping he was going to look like a shit show.
You probably lost the starting job here at this point, at least for the year.
Your every job.
Only hope was to have Andy come in and be kind of underwhelming.
He was not.
And just show that, it's not him, it's that.
He was not underwhelming. He was very overwhelming.
Could a trade happen? This intrigues me. Right now, stock's kind of low because Andy also screwed that up a little bit. Because at one point, now, listen to me right now. He's in year 2. Will someone take a pick on the very first? Because he was number 1 on a lot of people's draft boards. Let's not get that wrong. There's some teams out there that would still give him that. I just don't think Panthers would get what they would want in return for that. Some second, some third round picks. I don't see a first round pick coming for Bryce Young at this point unless he did some sort of winning. But I don't think that's going to happen because... Now, should they? Yes. Andy, I'm not saying rebuild with Andy Dalton because he's as old as he is, but go get some assets, go get some offensive line, go get some defensive players, go do some stuff.
And wait for Arch Manning.
And wait for Arch Manning. I had to throw this in there. Some fuzz the whats.
Okay.
Browns.
See what you did there. I added a fuzz the what myself, actually, if you don't mind.
How you going to lose to the Giants?
Fuzz the what?
Let's get this. Watson has a QBR of 23.3, which is second to last, only ahead of who? Bryce Young.
I absolutely love everything about this. Karma is king, and we hate Deshaun Watson. Fuck you. That's what you get.
Yep.
Carry on.
Chiefs. Another situation where refs do not call a pass interference at the end of the game.
Weird, man.
Is it weird? Like, it's weird that that keeps happening to them, right?
No, it's the modern day Patriot shit. It's Charles Woodson field goal block, deflated balls.
That was pass interference. You saw the replay.
Oh, that was 100% pass interference. Why did your voice go so high? That was weird.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a pass interference, right? Come on.
Yes, Mickey, it was pass interference.
All right, Pluto. That's pretty good. I'll tell you.
No, it was definitely pass interference. Cincinnati Bengals. Fuzz the what is going on? I had y'all to go into the AFC Championship. I just need to be 100% honest and say that out loud. 0-3. You lost to the Patriots in game 1, 16-10. And we said, you know what? Maybe it's just an off day. And then you play Kansas City and you lose 26-25. We go, you know what? That's the Cincinnati Bengals team I'm talking about. They look like they're on the up and up. They went toe-to-toe with the motherfucking Chiefs. They actually probably should have won that game had some things not went the wrong way. We just talked about that. And then I'm like, oh, shit, bro. They got the Commanders coming up. This is going to start them on about a 5-game winning streak. Here we go. Jaden Daniels, my dog? This fool went 21 for 23 with 254 yards and 2 touchdowns?
Now, I'll say this. Defense was not played on either side of the ball. This was the first game since 1940 that there was no turnovers and no punts.
Wow. This make my brain go.
1940.
Y'all the most non-defensive playing niggas I've ever seen in my life.
What were y'all doing on
it's
y'all
still
were just
inexcusable to lose to the Washington Commanders, Bengals.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that that's the case. It is inexcusable.
Look, happy for Jaden.
I'm not ready to be happy for Jaden yet.
Good for you.
That's crazy.
But Bengals came in with the 3rd highest ranked defensive rating going into that game. That's not good.
That's it. Week 4 preview.
I didn't write a whole lot, but
nice section on Fuzz the What, though. I like that.
That was nice, right?
Well
yeah.
That was nice.
Week 4 preview, few games. These are really the only kind of games that I would really, other than the Colts.
You don't care about Dallas playing New York on Thursday?
No.
No, me neither. Fuck those guys.
No.
Carry on.
Vikings at Packers. Especially if Jordan Love does come back because he was almost ready to go for this one.
Big ups to you, though, Malik.
Oh, hands down.
Yo.
Yeah, happy for you.
Big ups to you, though, Malik.
Talking about situation and just confidence, having fun
Someone's
matters.
stock going up. Big ups to you, Malik. Go ahead.
You're going to go get a contract. Don't know what you'll do with it. I'm not saying that you're actually ready to do all of this, but you're playing your ass off right now.
You could be Geno Smith.
You could go make some money.
For sure. I love a nigga getting paid.
Yeah. Vikings and Packers, if Jordan Love's ready to go, I love that matchup. I think that'll be very fun to watch.
For sure.
Chiefs at Chargers. Some injuries going on both sides of the ball for both teams, but if the Joe Alt scares me with the Chiefs' defensive line right now, not having that protection. But the Chargers are playing well, Chiefs are playing well. That'll be a good matchup. And then the Bills at the Ravens. The Bills looked phenomenal.
They might be the best team in the NFL right now.
Right now, they're the best team in the NFL.
They're the best team in the NFL.
Hands down. I missed my parlay because you beat the Jags so bad that they took everybody out of the game.
Yeah.
I would have won $10,000. That's a whole other conversation.
We'll talk about that offline.
We'll talk about that offline.
That's
but I only missed by 2 hits, and it was just a few yards. Very upset with y'all.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Jags, figure that out.
Wing shot.
Yes, wing shot.
Wing shots.
BMW PGA Championship. Billy Horschel takes the win after a 3-person playoff with Tristan. I think it's Lawrence. I forgot the C in there. And Rory McIlroy. He had another tough finish with Rory, and 20 under was the finish. I just didn't put that.
20 under?
20 under.
Damn.
Tough finish for Rory as he was chasing his next major trophy. He has come out and said that this year is really testing him and that he'll already lessen the amount of tournaments he's playing in next year. He needs some time to get his head right, but had a very successful year with 9 top 20 finishes and 6 of those in the top 10. You made some great money.
Homie went through a divorce or something last year.
He has a lot of stuff.
He's got some love.
Separation, they got back together. They didn't actually officially go. They filed the paperwork. He took it away.
Good for you, Rory.
So go spend time with your family.
Yeah, you need a break.
And he's 35.
Yeah.
He's 35.
And injury free. 35.
Injury
he's not
free,
like
35. Back's not been hurting him.
No. Like a break
might
actually do you well.
No allegations besides any human stuff like me and my wife are figuring shit out because I travel so much.
I love that. I love figuring shit out.
Right?
I love that.
Yeah. Like,
do.
take whatever time you need, get your mind right, because I do see another major or two in your realm.
And
It's
I
gonna
like
happen.
you, Rory.
Yeah, I love
I
Rory.
genuinely like Rory. That's what's up.
Corner shot, Halliburton, athletes in action.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
I refused to say a nickname here. Sean Combs
No, that was beautiful.
has been indicted and charged with racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage prostitution. This man has probably seen the last light of day.
They gave
period.
him zero bail.
Combs would have freak-offs where he would record victims in harsh sexual acts and use the recordings as collateral. He would give them controlled substances that would make them obedient and compliant. Victims remain in fear that they couldn't refuse Combs without risking their security and facing more abuse. Faces life in jail with racketeering and up to 15 years for the sex trafficking. To give you an idea, and again, I'll break down what the difference between federal court that's being indicted for federal court, or just like, hey, I got arrested and I got like a DUI and I got a case where they're building a case. Okay, federal court, they build the case first, get the evidence first, then come and get you.
Whew.
So if they got him, that is what just happened. FBI had enough evidence, Homeland Security,
Lots of evidence.
to come and get you and put these charges against you.
Wow.
This isn't a, hey, someone called us and said to look into you. We're going to figure that out. We're going to arrest you while you're here. We'll like investigate the shit. That didn't happen.
They've been investigating this nigga.
This is probably, with a big case like
3
this.
to 5 years?
Absolutely.
3 to 5 years investigation?
Correct.
Lots and lots of surveillance, lots of people they've already spoken to.
Yes.
Things confiscated, like watching you from afar, watching you up close. People maybe at some of these parties watching them as in, what's the word? Seek when you're a not private investigator, but when you go in deep on a thing and you're working police officer. Thank you. People undercover, probably at these parties, watching from afar, seeing what's going on. Like, they've been on you, cuz.
Diddy's lawyers asked for
Mr. Combs.
Yeah.
Combs' lawyer.
Combs' lawyers asked for offered $50 million to allow him to be bailed out.
They said nope.
They said no. To give you an idea of what that level is, when your bail for manslaughter is normally $1 million. They offered $50 million and they said no, that's how much evidence they got.
That's bail for a man's daughter. $50 million. It's a huge difference between manslaughter
Correct.
and a man's daughter. We ain't getting out of here, cuz.
Nah.
We ain't getting out of here. Fuck.
Quick break.
Yeah, we need a quick break. We'll be back in the 317 Sports Project after these messages.
It was all a dream. 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 We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project, presented by our second sponsor, Clean Kicks, Columbus, Ohio's #1 premium sneaker treatment shoe cleaning service. We clean kicks, we paint kicks, we do ISO restoration, and a bunch of other services. The shoebox, which is Clean Kicks on wheels, is officially on the streets, which means we offer pickup and drop off, along with the ability to pull up to an event and be the life of the party. Premium sneaker treatment for premium sneakerheads. Do yourselves a favor and give us a follow over at cleankicks.614 on Instagram. We are moving on to our next segment, which is Naptown News. The Indiana Fever. The playoffs are a level up, bro. The playoffs are a level up. Like the playoffs.
You gotta be ready
The
to go.
playoffs are a level up. We kind of low-key got punked in game one, late in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter. It was 52-46 versus the Connecticut Sun. We were down 0-1 for all you guys who didn't know that, which just means you live under a rock. It was 52-46, and before we knew it, we were down by 15. Outscored in every quarter of the game, but 25-12 in the fourth quarter alone. Nalissa Smith had 0 points, which cannot be the case pace. She is a double machine, and she's proven to be that way. So hopefully in this next game she is more aggressive and they figure that out. Lexi Hall also finished with 5 points, so there is no way in the world that 2 of our 5 starters can have a combined total of 5 points and us beat the Connecticut Sun.
Nope.
Impossible. They also put DeWanna Bonner on Caitlin, who is 6'4", long, lanky, and can guard her in ways that most, 5'11" and up and shorter guards can guard her. She shot 4 for 17 from the field, and she was mad frustrated. She was slamming shit. She was smacking shit. Caitlin was showing her feels a little bit, and that's just what a 22-year-old rookie. You'll get that, a player who really, really wants to win, which is what that tells me. I really want to win, but this is the learning curve for a rookie and for a young team. Alyssa Thomas had a triple-double, 12 points, 13 assists, and 10 rebounds. And her wife, who we were just talking about, Miss Bonner, finished with 22 points. Game 2 is tomorrow night, Wednesday, versus the Connecticut Sun. And they could close it out and move on.
Hey, they're married?
Yeah, that's her wife. They got a baby together. Alyssa.
And they start together?
Yes, they do.
Good for them.
I know, right?
You get to travel and shit?
Yes, sir.
Good for y'all.
You know who else was married? The Chicago, what's their name?
Sky?
The Chicago Sky's point guard who just got traded to the New York Liberty. She played with her wife. They played together for like 4 or 5 seasons as well.
That's nice.
Isn't that dope?
'Cause you don't have to be like a...
Nope.
Like
you're in this city, I'm in that city.
Yeah, like
nah.
we go see the baby.
No,
That's awesome.
Same squad.
Love that.
Yeah. So I expect the Fever to play tomorrow better, but I don't know if it'll be good enough to win. Like we said earlier tonight, catch the game tomorrow, ESPN, 7 p.m. Make sure you tune in. But you got to just give it to them and say a 21-20 win season after being scrubby for the last half a decade plus, you got to give it up to them. I'd love to see them not have a losing record because right now they are 20-20. Mm-hmm. So I would love to see them not have a losing record. But the one thing that I wanted to say that I'm so happy that I didn't forget is, unfortunately, I think, and it's because we're a young team, there's probably some games we played down to the level of our talent, like we just did to close the season out against Dallas the other night, I think, who we lost to. You got to win that game. You got to win that game. So there's probably 4 to 6 games in there that you are going to win as you progress to the better team, as you don't play down to your talents we were talking about
for sure.
Indiana or whoever we were talking about earlier, like playing through the bell, playing through the whistle. Moving on, Indianapolis Colts. I think you put in here realistic expectations. You put this in here. So we're just going to talk about this. The Anthony Richardson debate. I texted you on Sunday, and I stated that if the Colts would have lost to the Chicago Bears, especially in the ugly-ass fashion that us Colts fans and us Bears fans had to witness live on Sunday, that shit was fucking ugly football. I think I fell asleep. Could have been a 30-milligram gummy, but I think that I fell asleep for a little while. But if they would have not won that game, given the way that it was played overall, some of the Colts fan base may have probably started asking for Joe Flacco to come and save the day. You completely disagreed, which I love, and that's why we have these talks about stuff. But I wanted to talk about it and kind of low-key debate it, our rational sides here publicly. And I'll let you go, obviously, because you had some great things, but just let me knock mine out. I don't think that he is /ready to start in the NFL, and I think that's totally okay. I think that the AR5s, I think some to the Bryce Youngs, the Justin Fields, etc., to some capacity, probably are not ready to come in and start right away. I'm a firm believer in allowing them to develop, kind of like the Jordan Love and all of that stuff. And I know that it's situational, but I think that it kind of sets these kids up for failure to some degree. What do you say?
I think it'd be one thing if we would have started him and saying he's not going to start his first season. It hurts a quarterback at this point. That'll almost be counterproductive to somebody's confidence to sit them now, period. Now, he's a different beast when it comes to mentally. He could rally and just be like, I'm here to help and all that stuff. That's what he would say on the outside. I know that. But
he wouldn't mean it.
He wouldn't mean it.
No, he wouldn't mean it. Do you think that he thinks he's ready to come in and start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Absolutely,
okay.
he does.
Okay.
Yeah. He holds himself.
I don't think Bryce Young thinks he's ready to start.
No, he looks scared.
You know what I'm
There's two
saying?
different
Like,
things.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Anthony Richardson, when he's on the field, does not look scared. The one things that he says that I love that he says, first of all, apologies in the locker room, breaking it down, said, I'm your quarterback and I'll play better for you and I need to play better for us to keep winning. I love the sideline interview with the thing. Why don't you seem excited? Because we have to be better at quarterback. saying that that's got to be on me. We got to win, but I got to be playing better, and I will do that. I love those things. I love little moments of, I'm glad he's not scared to throw the ball, because if he was scared to use his arm, I'd be more concerned. He'll reel it in. He said, when I see somebody open, I almost get overly excited and forget my own strength. I overthrow balls. That he has to be put in those situations to be able to get over that part. That's just psychological. Like, he has to be put in those situations. We as a fandom have to understand that this is his 21st game starting, and we as a fan base for the last 3-4 years have been saying we have to take a chance at quarterback and not do older QBs that are ready to retire. We finally do that, and now we say we want to bench him. We can't have it both ways. We got to understand that we got to grow with the quarterback. Right. We got to understand that we have to grow with the quarterback. We got to understand that there's going to be ups and downs. But the more we ride with who we have on the field, the better the atmosphere will be. That's just how that is. You're going to have frustrations, but you're going to have some awesome moments. Period.
Do you agree? Who do you agree with? I don't really. I still see both sides. I completely do. Season update. The Colts are currently sitting at 1-2. Losses to Houston and Green Bay. Beat the Bears on Sunday, but again, it was ugly. We got it done. I will say the offensive line and JT. He said Just T. The offensive Justin Timberlake. That's what I was going there. Yeah. The offensive line and JT played much better. JT had 23 carries for $110 and 2 touchdowns. And to me, that's how we keep our offensive line interested. Kind of the Miles Turner effect that we've spoken on so many times. Get him the ball early. Get them blocking early. Yeah. Getting them having some contact early. Not playing block defense, but let's run into some motherfuckers early.
Let's get ready to be competitive and go out there. And I'll say the other thing too is, like I said, for like when you go like Malik, Willis, and all of those guys, like all of these scrambling, like, are we calling the plays that best go with what they can do at this moment? Like, that's got to come down to it at the same time.
What up, Jim Bob Cooter?
We have to. Where's our tight ends? Where's our this?
I haven't seen the tight end be thrown to all season. I asked you, do we even have tight ends? Like, do we?
Where's Mo Alley Cox? I have not heard him.
I need much Mo Alley Cox. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Much Mo Alley. I need that for sure.
For sure.
Like, I don't like that's what you do with players like this to get them the confidence to throw the ball. And I love seeing them throw a deep ball. It's very beautiful, but like, we got to be better at what are these crossing routes? What are these stop routes? What are this middle of the field picking apart a zone? Like, we need to be that. And wide receivers, there's sometimes you got to catch the ball a little bit better.
You're not lying. I'm not going to call out names, but you're not lying. Defensive line and linebackers showed up and played better. 63 rushing yards, 2.3 yards per carry. Kenny Moore actually showed up. You actually saw him make some plays. 3-0. Pittsburgh is coming in on Sunday. Justin Fields under the helm. That's what's next for us. What do you think about that game?
I think it's a winnable game. I absolutely do. I absolutely think that that's a winnable game. It's going to be a defensive battle.
Okay.
Steelers are, I think, the number 1 rated defense coming into this game.
Baltimore.
Then Steelers, are they top?
I don't know, but I just know that Baltimore.
They're definitely in the top 5.
For sure.
They're a good ass defense.
You're right.
T.J. Watt, right?
Yo, he's the one.
He's going to be incredible. We have to be ready to block him. Blocking screen, going to have to figure that out, but we just got to be ready, and I think we will be.
Coach him up. 1-3 to start the season would be shitty titty, but not catastrophic. Luckily, our conference is absolute garbage, and we're currently sitting 0-1. But I don't feel super confident versus the Steelers. I love that you feel confident, but they're 3-0. I think Justin Fields is kind of, I don't want to say he's cooking, but for what he's doing, he's giving them just enough. I would love just enough. Anyway, I would love to see them get a W and be 2-2 heading into October.
Yeah.
After that, Jaguars, Titans, and Dolphins.
Yep.
I think those are all 3 very winnable games.
Jaguars suck. So.
Damn near must-win games. What has happened to Trevor Lawrence, dog? What has happened? And was he ever good, or did we get bamboozled?
No, I think he was. I mean, he had 2 pretty good first seasons. Like, they are just, whatever's happened to that culture in Jacksonville.
Doug Peterson, what happened?
Bad.
They were so excited when you got there.
It was so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
They don't like somebody, and I don't know who it is.
They never lie. Well, that is perfectly said for sure. It only takes one.
Yeah, like
it only takes one to fuck it up for the whole locker room.
Yeah.
Colts question. I think before this past weekend, and maybe still a little bit, they have been lacking fire, if that makes sense. My question is this. Who is there, get in their face, cuss you out, yell at the team, we are on some bullshit leader player-wise? And I ask that because Zaire, Pittman, JT, Kenny Moore are more quiet, lead by example types, even Grove and DeForest to some degree. Is it Q Nelson? Is it Ryan Kelly? Who is the nigga that's getting in their face, Shaq Leonard, and saying, Ray Lewis, and saying, bitch, do your job?
That's yet to be determined.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's yet to be determined. The one person that I think was that on the defensive side was Shaq.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, and he was that guy for us that kind of had everyone rallying. On the offensive side of the ball, Pittman's quiet. Josh Downs is quiet.
They just lead by example.
They lead by example. Richardson can be that. I think he has the ability, but he's also
a rookie.
Right, he's also a rookie trying to figure shit out. So like,
you got enough on your plate. That should be somebody else's job right now.
Yeah. So like, I don't know that they have that person, at least that I have on the field. Again, there could be somebody in the locker room that we're not even knowing, but on the field out there, like, get to your spots and go and like get into people's places when you make a mistake. I haven't seen that.
Grab you by your jersey and make sure you hit Ed Reed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, who the hell is that?
Yeah.
Anyway, just thought I'd ask that question. The fine print, what you got, dog?
Vince Carter. Both the Raptors and the Nets have announced that they will retire Carter's number 15 jersey. It's amazing.
This is fire.
Yeah.
Has anybody heard about Kevin Garnett and the Minnesota Timberwolves yet? Have they?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I think we're just talking about Vince Carter.
Okay, carry on. My bad. Just thought I'd ask. Felt like the time.
No. Yeah, too soon.
Still no word?
Yeah, still no word.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Haven't heard.
Cool.
I put in a call, but I left a message.
That's what's up. Okay,
got to check in the savings.
For sure.
Reggie Bush suing NCAA, USC, Pac-12, seeking compensation for past use of his name, image, and likeness without permission.
This nigga coming for reparations on these hoes.
Everybody.
This nigga coming for reparations.
He got his Heisman back and was like,
this nigga coming for reparations on these hoes, and I am not mad. He may not be the only one if it works either. He may not be the only one. He may I think Jalen and the Fab Five should come back for some shit. I think Maurice Clarett should come back for some shit. I think who, Maurice?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I put him in here. You said me put him in
and
here.
I mean, like,
he was actually the first one.
And like, he needs it for multiple reasons, but like,
Maurice is actually doing good.
Is he okay?
Like, phenomenal.
What's he doing?
He's like a speaker, public speaker.
Oh, good for him.
He's like complete motivation. Maurice has actually been on this shit for the last decade. He flipped it.
Okay,
he did. I promise he flipped it
because it wasn't flipped at one point.
He didn't go full fledged Youngstown. He flipped it. He went to prison. He got better in the penitentiary. He's one of the people that actually did him good.
Read a book.
Go sit down.
Yeah.
Go sit down. This is sad, bro. Former Hungarian fencer Lazio, can't even say his last name. It starts with a C. What is it?
Laszlo Sungardi.
Thank you. Has been left distraught. Someone broke in his house and stole his gold medal that he won in the 1988 Summer Olympics in Seoul in the men's saber team competition. They stole it on September 10th, and he's been heartbroken ever since. He said if they leave it for him and bring it back, that he will leave it for the person in his will. That's how bad he wants this back.
Wow.
Quote unquote, for weeks, I can't be calm, I can't be happy because everything reminds me of my stolen Olympic gold medal. If y'all don't stop playing with these people and give this man his gold medal back.
Like, this is what he's got.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all don't give this man his gold medal back, he might not make it to 70. Y'all are fucking around. Like, stop being dicks, people.
Greatest accomplishment for this guy? Like, come on.
And you broke in his crib and stole his gold medal? Like, if you break in somebody's house, this is dead ass serious truth. I'm not a robber. I'm not like a break in the house kind of nigga. But if I broke in somebody's house and I was looking for shit and I was going through shit and I saw a gold medal there, I swear to God I would leave it.
Yeah.
I couldn't even. Look,
I'm going to take probably everything else in here. I'm gonna leave that for you though.
I can't have that on my
Thank you
conscience.
for your service
You
to
know
the
what I'm
country at
saying?
this point. Thanks for representing us in the saber. I don't even know what that is. What's the saber competition?
They don't even probably have it no more.
I've never heard of that,
Bro.
But they did in 1988.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Get,
now again, I'm gonna strip the rest
Everything
of this
down to the paint. Down to the paint.
Correct.
Ceiling fans,
All of
coming
it.
with me. Toilet
Yes.
paper, I need that. But you can have your gold
I'm
medal.
gonna take
my
that
nigga.
painting, but what I'll do is I'll hang the gold medal up where I took that painting because everybody should see that. Yep.
That's the show. That's all we got.
what we got.
Give that man his damn gold medal back and stop being assholes, people. Do why Diddy dumb.
Peace.
Cause I was like 2 years old, first time I heard a beat drop. Yeah. And by 3 years old, I'm learning how to beatbox. Yeah. 4 or 5 years old when I'm putting on the 45s. Final. Needle to the groove, I'm scratching up the sweet spots. Homie from the East Block, in Naptown where the fiends flock. Skip school all day, mama couldn't keep watch. Fresh fade with the Reeboks. Man, nah, nigga couldn't tell me nothing. I'm so sick in my own lane, preteen, pimping all the light skin, red bone loving. Boombox on with the headphones bumping, dreaming to find my niche. Cause I ain't really know back then when I picked up my first notebook and a black pen. That little nigga with a rhyme like this. I wasn't thinking to the days of a dope band, new EPs on a compact disc. Nah, shit, truth be told, I ain't know I could sound like this. For me back then, it was
all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream.
And this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true.